Everybody loves music. Countries around the world have their own traditional music. This presentation will focus about popular music in the country of Mexico. Mexico is situated in North America. Its northern border runs along the banks of the river Rio Grande. It passes through a hot and dusty desert. Its population is over 200 million. It is the 11th most popular country and the most populous Spanish-speaking country in the world. Mexico saw the rise of great civilizations founded by indigenous people, such as the Olmecs, Maya, Toltecs, and Aztecs. It is Roman Catholic. However, indigenous traditions have influenced colorful religious festivals and processions. Mexico has a musical history full of cultural contrasts with many different musical styles and influences. In the 16th century, Mexico was dominated by the Aztec culture, who contributed to Mexico's musical traditions. In 1521, Mexico became a Spanish colony and remained under Spanish rule for the next 200 years. The Spanish influence filtered with Mexico's pre-Columbian culture. Both folk and classical music were influenced by these traditions. The Spanish regime had also African slaves who enriched Mexico's culture with their indigenous music. Indigenous music is linked mostly with religious traditions. Mexican son first appeared in the 17th century. It is a fusion of Baroque Spanish music together with African and indigenous elements. The guitar is found in almost all variations of Mexican son. Trumpets, violins, and accordions are also common in this music genre. Percussions are provided by stomping of feet of the dancers, a heritage from the indigenous religious rituals. Son means sound in Spanish. We will get a taste of Mexican son accompanied by dancers. Mexican son comprises of various regional genres, all called son, which means sound in Spanish. Mexican son subgenres include son huasteco, son jalisciense, son jarocho. Richie Valens' greatest hit, La Bamba, is the best known example of the subgenre son jarocho. La Bamba was a great hit in the United States in 1957, making Richie Valens popular at the age of 17. Unfortunately, the singer died shortly after, in February 1958, in a plane crash. This is a piece of Richie Valens' La Bamba.
Yo no soy marinero.
remake of this song was launched by Los Labos in 1980s. Mariachi is a type of Mexican son, deriving from son jalisciense. It is the most well-known Mexican music style and originated in the state of Jalisco in the 19th century. The name derived from the French word mariage, meaning marriage, and the music is very popular in weddings and quinceañeras. Mariachi is played by a band of 5 or more musicians, wearing a traditional charro suit and a sombrero. Instruments used to play mariachi music are violins, trumpets, a classical guitar, guitarron, and a 5-string guitar known as vihuela. However, early mariachi bands used only violins, guitars, and harps. Let us listen to some mariachi music. Corrido music originated in Mexico in the 1800s. It is a musical ballad, a narrative poem which is sung to music. Corridos begin with instrumental music, and their rhythm is similar to that of the European waltz. Common instruments in corridos are guitars and the accordion. Corridos often narrate history, daily life of peasants, legends, love stories, stories of heroes and villains, and also fiction. Corridos are still popular. Those written in the 20th century tackle modern themes, such as drug trafficking and immigration. One of the most famous corridos is La Cucaracha, issued during the Mexican Revolution. This ballad, perhaps, is familiar with most of us.
La cucaracha es un animal muy lecio, anda mediante la pata, en la guerra ya la llevan enterrada, entre 4 mopilotes y un ratón de sacristán.
Ranchera is traditional Mexican music, which originated before the Mexican Revolution. The word ranchera derives from the word rancho, meaning ranch, as the music originated among peasants on ranches or in the countryside. Ranchera songs are usually about patriotism, love, and nature. The rhythm of rancheras varies from waltz, polka, or bolero. The ranchera includes the popular grito mexicano, a yell within the song, yelled either by the musicians or by the audience. Typical instruments found in ranchera music are the guitar, the vihuela, trumpets, violins, guitarron, the harp, the harmonica, the accordion, and maracas. Here is a piece of ranchera music. Its introduction reminded me of a cartoon character.
Lindo se ha puesto la cosa y aquí con la mentirosa Hay asado con empanada y una linda ranchereada para que baile la mozada.
Y se va la primera, hermano.
Didn't it remind you of Speedy Gonzales? Norteño means northern. It's one of the most popular music genres in Mexico, and its popularity has extended to various Latin American countries, such as Chile and Colombia. Typical instruments found in norteño music are the accordion and the bajo sexto. It originated in the early 20th century in the rural areas. However, it became popular both in rural and urban areas. Norteño Banda originally played corridos and rancheras. Immigrants from the Czech countries brought with them the accordion and the polka beat. The mariachi and ranchera styles were fused with the polka and the norteño genre was born. Now, let's take a look at musical instruments common to Mexican music. The bajo sexto is a 12-string guitar tuned in double courses. It originated in South Mexico, however, is popular in norteño music. Let's have a look at how the bajo sexto is played. The arpa jarocha is a 36-string harp which is played while standing. Originally, it was smaller and used to be played while seated. It was developed by the people of Veracruz after the Spanish introduced the Baroque harp in Mexico. Now we are going to listen to a piece of music played on the arpa jarocha. The musician is sitting down as a camera was attached to the harp to see the vibrations of its strings while played. The guitarrón mexicano is a 6-string instrument, similar to the guitar, but twice as large. It does not have a fret, has a short neck, and its back is convex. It is commonly found in mariachi bands. The guitarrón mexicano is played like this. vihuela is a string instrument with 5 strings, similar to the lute. Like the guitarrón mexicano, it has a convex back. However, it is fretted along the neck. This is how it is played. The accordion is an instrument with keys, similar to the piano, but small enough to be handheld. It can also have buttons instead of keys. Sounds are produced by air-pushed and pulled through reeds using a bellows. It was invented in Germany and carried in Mexico by immigrants in the 19th century. Although it is not a Mexican instrument, it is very common in Mexican music. This is a popular Mexican song played on the accordion. Marimbas originated in Veracruz. Originally, they consisted of wooden bars with resonators attached to them. When struck with a mallet, they produce a smooth ringing sound. Nowadays, they are made of metal. To end my presentation, I selected a version of a modern song played on the marimba. Hope you enjoy it.